A few months ago, I saw a Facebook post. It was a picture of Jesus made entirely out of shrimp. Not joking. Thousands of shrimp arranged into the shape of Jesus Christ. The post had tens of thousands of likes, thousands of comments, most of them saying things like, "Amen, God bless, beautiful." At first I laughed, but then I clicked the account and then another account and then another, and then within 20 minutes I had somehow fallen into one of the strangest parts of the internet I've ever seen. Pages posting hundreds of AI-generated images every day. Fake veterans, fake children, fake artists, fake everything. And the strangest part wasn't the images. It was the people interacting with them, or at least what looked like people. And real quick before we dive into everything, comment down below. Do you think the internet feels more fake now than it did 5 years ago? Because personally, the deeper I looked, the more it started proving that. The Facebook sludge. The first rabbit hole was Facebook. And honestly, I wasn't prepared for how weird this was. You'll see a picture of a little girl supposedly carving a giant wooden dragon. The problem? The dragon is AI generated. The girl is AI generated. The story is AI generated. Nothing in the image is real, but the reactions are, or at least some of them are. That's what makes it fascinating. People commenting, "Congratulations, sweetheart. Oh, so talented. Wow." And I just kept wondering, are they even looking at the same image I'm looking at? Or have we reached a point where people don't care if something is real anymore? Because that's the thing about AI content. It doesn't have to convince everybody, it just has to convince enough people. And once I noticed that on Facebook, I started recognizing it a lot more in other platforms. YouTube content factories. When I started looking at YouTube, there was this thing where it got just as unsettling as the Facebook. I started finding channels upholding 3-hour history documentaries every day, and then 2 videos a day, and then 3, and then 4, and thousands of uploads. This is all AI. Think about it. Who is making all of this stuff? Who is writing it? Who's editing it? And the answer is nobody, or at least not in the way we traditionally think about content creation. And here's my question. How many of you have watched AI-generated video without realizing it? Comment down below, because I can say I have many times. And if AI voices improve within 2 to 3 years, would we even know anymore? I could be AI and you wouldn't even know it. But I promise I'm not. The internet eating itself. Not bots, not AI, but the internet eating itself. Think about how much content online starts with another piece of content. A Reddit post gets turned into a TikTok. Then the TikTok gets reposted to Instagram and then a YouTuber reacts to it. Clip after clip being recycled. Seriously, think about your own feed. How much of it started with an original idea? And how much of it is just somebody reacting to somebody, reacting to somebody, reacting? Because lately social media feels less like creativity and more like recycling. The same content moving through different forms, over and over again. The comment section problem. Then I started paying attention to comments. And once you notice this, you can't unsee it. Every comment section feels the same. Different video, same comments, the same TikTok stickers always being posted. The, "Oh, we got this before GTA 6. Or "Bro's not surviving this." Who else is watching in 2026? Why does everybody use the same jokes? Why is it always the same phrases and reactions? It's almost like social media created its own language, because it has. A lot of people in the older generations right now don't understand the slang Gen Z has been making, which mainly comes from TikTok. That's a prime example of how social media has truly created its own language. When was the last time you discovered a website? Not an app, not a TikTok, not anything. Not something that's sponsored either, but a genuine, you were just researching and came across a cool, original website. Because the old internet was full of them. Random blogs, forums, people obsessing over one weird topic. Someone making an entire website about abandoned malls. Nobody was trying to become famous. People just made things. Now compare that to today. The same feeds, the same algorithms, the same recommendations. The internet feels bigger than ever, yet somehow smaller at the same time. Most likely, a lot of people are familiar with the dead internet theory. The dead internet theory is basically the theory that bots are taking over the internet. A big section of what you see online is fake. And also, algorithms have a huge effect on people. Think about it. The same thumbnails, the same hooks, the same editing, the same captions. Everybody studies what performs. Everybody copies what works. Everybody adapts. Not because they're fake, but because the system rewards it. And after enough years of that, the internet starts feeling strangely uniform. Like everyone arrived at the same personality. Maybe the problem isn't that bots became human, but because humans started behaving like algorithms.